This week.
The year is 2028. The survivors of a nuclear Armageddon cling to existence in the buried subways of the Moscow metro. Civilization's last refuge and tomb, where ghosts and spirits haunt the living in this man-made purgatory. You are Serdar, a doctor braving the darkness, crippling radiation, and deadly threats of the metro in search for your wife and the medication she so desperately needs. As your courage and sanity are pushed to the limit, you must learn to walk the line between life and death, the spirit and the material world, and awaken the being you will become. This week, Vertigo Games released the first 7 minutes of the game, introducing us to the world of Metro and some of its characters. It's looking good, but stay tuned. I'll have a full review for this one, ready for launch. Oh, and if you're looking to pick up the more expensive deluxe version, the pre-order is currently 10% off if you've got PlayStation Plus.
Here we find a most curious creature, moving on two paws, able to traverse great distances.
Reject humanity and run, climb, and jump in VR using a unique locomotion method that only needs the movement of your hands and arms. No buttons, no sticks, no teleportation. Featuring 4 different game modes: Infection, The Hunt, Paint Brawl, and of course, Tag. Yep, you heard right. The insanely popular quest game Gorilla Tag is coming to PSVR2 this week. But with it being free to play on Quest and $20 on Steam, how will developer Another Axiom price the PSVR2 version?
Gorilla Tag is to truly reject humanity and become monkey.
I saw a sign. I had no clue what it tried telling me.
We knew something was up when October 31st rolled around, and despite Curve Digital reaching out to us prior, we still didn't have review keys for Human Fall Flat VR, so it wasn't a huge surprise that on what was supposed to be launch day, they posted that the PlayStation VR2 version needed a little more time in the oven. Hopefully, it won't be too much longer. Another game that must have needed a little more time in the oven is Corridor VR. Coming to us from the one-man team at Bear Games, it's a puzzle adventure where you work alongside the you in the mirror to solve puzzles and progress. Corridor VR was supposed to be out on Halloween, but a last-minute delay pushed it back, thankfully, to the middle of November. If you can believe it, Wes and I talked about Shadowgate, The Minds of Mythrock, coming to PlayStation VR2 all the way back in June of 2022. We played the Quest 2 version for this episode of Gamescast Live and walked away fairly impressed. Well, it took a while, but the PSVR2 listing for Shadowgate just popped up on the PlayStation Store this week, so hopefully we'll have a release date for it soon. My hype level for Skydance's Behemoth is at an all-time high, especially after seeing this new trailer. It shows the player engaging in some puzzle solving, a bit of exploration, which I've been curious about for a while now. But possibly best of all, grappling onto and climbing a flying Behemoth, something I was really hoping we'd see, considering all the obvious Shadow of the Colossus comparisons Behemoth has rightfully been getting.
Be our light in the dark.
You walk on hallowed ground.
Thank you for calling Penrose and Hicks Paranormal Investigators. If you need a haunting cleansed, a curse lifted, or wish to contact the deceased, please leave a message after the beep.
If you saw PSVR last week, then you'll know that the Room developer Fireproof Games has been teasing their next project. Well, as it turns out, that project is the new single-player PlayStation VR2 game called Ghost Town. It's been in development for over 4 years, and it's pushing the boundaries of what the team has ever done before. It looks like you'll be solving puzzles and doing some paranormal investigations, and so far the screenshots look pretty impressive. The PSVR2 version isn't slated to launch until summer 2025, so hopefully we'll see some gameplay trailers between now and then to get us truly excited.
Friendship may come.
Yesterday I posted my video featuring every upcoming PSVR2 horror game, but one massive omission was the Midnight Walk. If you remember the reveal of this one, it was developed by Moonhood, made up of a group of talented developers who were once part of Zoink Games, who made the PSVR1 classic Ghost Giant. Ghost Giant was like Moss, minus the action, infused with some LucasArts-style puzzle solving and conversations, a hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, and ultimately ends up being one of the most emotional tales ever told in VR. If you never played this one, you should. And hopefully whoever has the rights to Ghost Giant will make sure it finds its way to PSVR2 at some point in the future.
With a little help from a very big friend.
But really, who are you?
Every week, our good friend Professor Lilith organizes a multiplayer meetup over on our Discord. It happens every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and this week we'll be playing 4-player paranormal ghost hunting adventure, Phasmophobia. If you can't make this week's meetup, don't worry, it happens every Sunday at the same time. So, make sure you click the link in the description below. Come join our Discord.
This week